Is God for me or against me? When Joshua asked this question, the surprising answer he got back was no. In other words, the question itself is irrelevant. In Joshua chapter 5, before he and the Israelites battled the Canaanite city of Jericho, the text says, "When Joshua was by Jericho, he lifted his eyes and looked, and behold, a man was standing before him with his sword drawn in his hand. And Joshua went to him and said to him, 'Are you for us or for our adversaries?' And he said, 'No, but I'm the commander of the army of the Lord. Now I have come.' And Joshua fell on his face to the earth and worshipped and said to him, 'What does my Lord say to his servant?' And the commander of the Lord's army said to Joshua, 'Take off your sandals from your feet, for the place where you're standing is holy.' And Joshua did so." The former leader of Israel, Moses, had just died, and now his protege Joshua was to continue where he left off by bringing the people into the Promised Land. It must have been an odd and frightening moment to see a singular man standing out beside Jericho, facing Joshua with his sword already drawn. There's no indication that the man looked angelic in any way. Rather, he's presented as just a man, but his appearance must have been different enough that he was not easily recognized as a Hebrew or a Canaanite. Whatever fear Joshua may have felt, if any, when he approached this rogue lone warrior, that fear was infinitely compounded when he realized that this figure was the heavenly commander of the armies of God. And there was no word of comfort from this foreign warrior. Rather, there was immediate correction when he was asked whether he was for the people of Israel or against them. His answer of no is so instructive for God's people throughout time. The servants of heaven answer to only one voice. This angelic warrior was for the purposes of God, whatever they may be. Sometimes when we're downtrodden and nothing's going right, we frustratedly ask whether God is even for us. Yet we fail to hear the futility and irony of our own question. It assumes that we and what we have going on are the most important things. But God has made it abundantly clear that His will is the center of the universe, not ours. God is fundamentally for God. His purposes will prevail, and He's revealed that saving His people is an essential part of His purposes. So, yes, He is for us, but only because He is first for His own superior will. And we can be abundantly thankful for that, because if God worshipped at our feet and shaped His will to fit ours, we would all be hopelessly damned. Jesus was the ultimate example for us when He said, "For I have come down from heaven not to do my own will, but the will of Him who sent me." So, when things get hard, rather than ask whether God is for us, we should turn the question back onto ourselves and ask, am I and are my purposes for God?